Dear students, today our topic is guarantee of profits. This is generally used in case of partnership business. So while we are doing partnership accounting, we have to face the problems on guarantee of profits, and that we are going to discuss today. In every partnership business, there may have a special agreement between the partners, in terms of which any partner or some partners may give guarantee to other partner or partners of a minimum amount of profit. This type of guarantee may be given by an individual partner or some partners, or may be given by the firm itself. If it is given by a specific partner or some partners, then this is termed as guarantee by partner. If the firm itself guarantees a partner to have a minimum amount of profit in an accounting year, then that should be termed as guarantee by firm. So the classification of guarantee of profits are done in this way, that is guarantee by partner, that is one partner gives guarantee to other partner of minimum profit. A guarantee by firm, that is the firm gives guarantee to a partner of minimum amount of profit in an accounting year. So on the basis of this, there are two types of guarantee of profit. Generally, the guarantee of profits are given to encourage the junior or the new partners or new entrepreneurs to come and join into the business and to reap the benefits of the business. Now, in our next part, if guarantee is given by a partner, then the sharing of profit shall be done in the following way, that is by following three steps. In step 1, the appropriation of profit should be made in the normal way by applying existing profit sharing ratio, and the share of partners who has been given guarantee be noted. That is, as usual, how we distribute the total amount of profit among the existing partners according to their profit sharing ratio, that should be done in usual way, and the partners given guarantee for the amount of profit he is getting, that should be noted carefully. Now, in step 2, the minimum guaranteed amount should be calculated if not given in the problem. If it is given in the problem, then it's okay, but if that is not given in the problem, the minimum guaranteed amount to the partner shall be calculated. Now, in step 3, we have to compare the figures comes in step 1 and step 2. If the amount in step 2 is greater than step 1, then there is a shortfall. That shortfall should be deducted from the share of profit of partner who is giving him the guarantee, and that should be added to the share of partner to whom the guarantee has been given. On the basis of this, there is an illustration. P, Q and R are partners in a firm with profit sharing ratio of 2:2:1. Net profit during the year amounted to rupees 60,000. P has given a guarantee to R that he must get a minimum profit of rupees 15,000 in a year. So, the R will get a minimum amount of profit rupees 15,000 which is guaranteed, and the guarantee is given by P to R. So the distribution of profit among the partners and the asset and the amount of profits available to each partner. Now statement showing distribution of profit. Now net divisible profit according to the old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1. The total amount of profit 60,000 distributed among PQR 24,000, 24,000, 12,000. Now see the R's share 12,000, but R is given the guarantee of rupees 15,000 minimum. So there is a shortfall of rupees 3,000. So that shortfall to be added to R's column. And who has given him the guarantee? P has given him the guarantee. So from P's share that should be deducted. So from P's share 3,000 deducted, that is written in red letter, and that is added with R's share written in green letters. So R shortfall of rupees 3,000 borne by P. And finally P's share of profit comes to rupees 21,000, Q's 21,000 as it was, and R's share of profit comes to rupees 15,000, which is the minimum guarantee given by P. So this is the final distribution of share of profit. Now if guarantee is given by firm, so if the firm gives a guarantee to the partner that a minimum profit should be given to him, then the other partners has to bear the shortfall if any. So that also to be done by following 3 steps. So under step 1, in case of earlier what we have discussed, the appropriation of profit should be made in the usual way by applying existing profit sharing ratio, and the share of partner who has been given guarantee to be noted. Now under step 2, the minimum guaranteed amount should be calculated if not given in the problem. So in both the cases, for step 1 and step 2 are same. But in step 3, if step 2 is greater than step 1, the shortfall should be shared by the other partners in their profit sharing ratio and should be deducted from respective partner share of profit, and the whole amount of shortfall is to be added to the share of profits of guaranteed partner. So in earlier cases, a specific partner has given the guarantee, but in this case the firm has given the guarantee. That's why excluding the partner who has given the guarantee, other partners should have to bear the amount of shortfall in their profit sharing ratio. So on the basis of this, there is an example: E, F and G are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. E and F given guarantee to G that his share of profit after charging interest on capital at 6% per annum would not be less than rupees 40,000 in any year. So G is entitled to get minimum of rupees 40,000 profit in any year. The firm has given him the guarantee. So the other partners E and F has to bear the shortfall if any. The profit for the year ended 31st March 2020 amounted to rupees 2,04,000. The capital of E, F and G were 4 lakhs, 8 lakhs and 2 lakhs respectively. Show the distribution of profits and the amount divisible profit available to each partner. Now statement showing distribution of profit: E's column, F's column, G's column. The net profit as given in the problem 2,04,000. It is mentioned here that after charging interest on capital at the rate 6%, the profit should be distributed and the amount of profit should not be less than 40,000 in case of G. So first we have to deduct the interest on capital. Interest on capital E on 4 lakhs at the rate 6%, 24,000, 8 lakhs at the rate 6%, 48,000. F, G 6% on rupees 2 lakhs, 12,000. Total comes to rupees 84,000. So after deducting 84,000 interest on capital, the divisible profit 1,20,000, which shall be distributed among all the partners according to their ratio 3:2:1. Now E 60,000, F 40,000, G 20,000, that is the distribution of 1,20,000 among E, F and G. Now you see the G's column. G is entitled to get minimum of rupees 40,000 profit, but he has got only 20,000 rupees. So there is a shortfall of rupees 20,000. Shortfall of rupees 20,000. So that shortfall to be added to G's capital and to be deducted from other partners' capital account according to their profit sharing ratio, that is profit sharing ratio between E and F. So G's shortfall of rupees 20,000 borne by E and F in 3:2 ratio. So 20,000 distributed among E and F, 3:2 ratio, 12,000, 8,000, that is deducted. That's why shown in red letters. And 20,000 that should be added here, that's why it is written in green letters. So finally the amount comes 48,000 in case of E, F 32,000 and G 40,000. Total amounts 1,20,000, which is the divisible profit. So the final share of profit is available to E rupees 48,000, to F rupees 32,000 and to G rupees 40,000, which is the minimum guaranteed profit. So today up to this,